It was him. It was him. I got him caged up and he's pissed at me. So you can blame him. Hey, welcome to DeWitt 3D on Sunday night, everybody. I'm Tim. I'm from DeWitt 3D, and let's see who's on stream and let's say some hellos. So first up, we have NH3D Canada, who asks, I'm new to your channel, found you on Steve's stream. Thank you very much for coming to my channel. I appreciate that. Please subscribe. And you look forward to my content. You're also in Canada in the Greater Toronto area. Whereabouts am I? I am in the Arctic, also known as Calgary, Alberta. It's chilly here lately. So I am in Calgary, Alberta. Welcome NH3D. Thank you. Brendan Wilson, you are here. Joe Velasco's here. Dune 591 with some good vibes. Mucho apreciado there. Jose Ferreira. Hello, welcome back. I remember you from last Sunday. Brendan Wilson, did I already say your name? If I say your name twice, go buy a lottery ticket, just because. Non-fam is here. Leo the Human. How are you, Leo? That was loud. What was loud? Oh. Scott Lemke is here. And we have Joker Nut. Hello, welcome. And Shadell 3D. Rex Waldy, Ricky B. Hello, Joker Nut. Hi, Ricky B. Tim. Yes. Hi, hi, hi. And hi, and hi. Yeah, it is cold here. Thomas S., good evening. It's cold here. We hit 5 degrees today, but we've been minus 20s the last bunch of days, and it's just I don't know. Winter's coming. Hayes Hoonigan, hello. Been lurking the last few times. Live streams. Figured you'd say hi. Well, hello. Thank you for saying hi. We like to hear the hellos. So absolutely. Thank you. So listen, we've got a few things to do tonight. Let me take a drink of water. I'm thirsty today. It's all that dry winter air. So we got a bunch of parts printed. I think I've got 99.99% of my parts printed for this thing. I'm going to show you with my handy cam here all the different colors and everything we're doing. As you guys that have been on know that we are doing a bunch of different colors. So there's a bunch of parts there. I know it's probably not focused. There we go. And then we got some more parts over here. We're going to be doing a 2 or 3 or 4 color stealth burner with the Clockwork 2 on it. We started printing some parts for that. These are all the gray ones or the boring ones. Those are the electronic parts. Then we have some nice bright orange ones for our lead screws, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with the parts, and I think I got most of them done. Interesting print in the V2. You like that, do you? Yeah, that guy is. I did this guy. I did 2 of them actually. I did a rainbow one. Let me put this camera down. You're going to come in handy in a minute, camera. I did a rainbow one, and then I ran out of rainbow filament, so I said, let's just do a gold Yeti. So that's from Flexi Factory, the gold Yeti. That's 180% print. I am missing black and white. Well, you think I am? Well, the frame? No, you think about it. Well, yes, white, yes. I was advised a while ago, don't print ABS parts in white that are going to be under stress and heat, etc. Something to do with the way that they make white ABS weakens it or something. Anyways, yes, Joe Velasco, all of those parts are ABS. There's 3 companies. If you look right there, there is Polymaker. Oh man, my live thing is Polymaker, Sparta3D, and 3D Lab Tech, and Matter3D. All a bunch of different kinds of filaments. So yes. Yeah, I've heard that about white from 2 or 3 different people. So, hey, Zexelter, how are you, sir? Yeah, so I'm avoiding white. But on that note, if we go to the bench cam here, we do have black. The motor is black. Okay, the motors are all black. The frame is space gray. So we have some black and black tones involved in it. So that's my story. And all the screws are black. So we have black in it. We have gray underneath. So it's all going to go good. So last time we left off, we left off here, which was good. I had not printed these little corner guys that we need right here for the supporting of the one of the Z rails. So I hadn't printed that part, but we've since printed those parts. You're just testing me? Good. Or just teasing me? Good. That's fine. That's all good. But no, that's a good point. Those are 2 colors I'm missing, although are black and white colors, but that's a whole other conversation. I honestly don't think black and white are colors, but anyways, I come from a long line of graphic arts. So with that said, I don't want to start a debate on that tonight. So what we're going to do now is go where we left off. Now I've set up a quad screen. Hopefully most of you guys are on PCs and not phones. If you're on a phone, this might be hard. Let me know. But I've set up a quad screen view here so that we have this view from this camera for the frame here. We have the view in the bottom right is not always going to be me. That's going to actually change to the bench view like this, so you can see it. Then we have an overhead view as well, and then we have the instructions displayed on the left. So hopefully this is going to be a decent view to work with. You can let me know otherwise if you really don't like it or whatever, and I'll say to you, well, too bad, suffer with it. So I just want to point out a few things first before we start that I did this week. I'm not going to call it a mistake. I'm not going to say I made a mistake, but what happened was I read through the instructions entirely many times, like you should if you're going to build one of these printers. So read through the instructions carefully. I got to the point where we do the linear rails for the Z rods, and realized that LDO had supplied. If I get the linear rail kit. Where did I put the linear rail kit? I had it just a second ago. Here it is. Just drop the box. That's okay. If you get the linear rail kit, instead of using T-nuts, hey, old curmudgeon, they had provided these inserts that go into your extrusions, and it eliminates the need for T-nuts, and all these holes are lined up perfectly for what you need to do. Now, that's great. Except I've got the frame already built. So what I ended up doing, if I switch to my frame view here, which is this one here. So I did a little bit, I took care of some of the boring stuff, and I also put the build now on the rotating Lazy Susan, so it's easier to work around it. So what I did is, one of the requirements was underneath linear rails for the Y are going underneath here and underneath here. There is no way to get this in there without taking this off. I wasn't about to undo everything I had done. So what I did is you'll see, I went ahead and I inserted T-nuts anyways. You've all seen T-nuts inserted. It's not like you missed anything. I inserted T-nuts on both of the Y rails, okay? The back Z rail was no problem. I could just push it a little bit forward and slide that in because we have not put those blocks in yet, okay? You didn't put them in your LDO Trident kit. You only did for the X-axis because it didn't even notice them. Yeah, and I just noticed. And so then what I did, and then we also needed them for the other two Z-axes, which were here. So what I did do for these, I turned it upside down. I took these rails out, slid these in for the other two Z rails. So all three of my Z's are going to have those. And then I reattached these, and I went through and made sure everything was square again. That was the easiest way. But I wasn't about to undo everything I did up here to get it on the Y rail. So we're going to have, and then when it comes to the X I can put it in no problem. It's going to add a little bit more weight to the X, but that's okay. It's not like the X is going to be overly heavy anyway. So that's what we're going to do with that one. Just wanted to point that out, that I did a little bit of homework during the week in fixing that up. So without further ado, let's get going on putting the corner anchors in here and making sure everything's all squared up. So if we go to my quad view, which I basically call it, you're still in the hospital and not sure when they're going to let me go home. You was only supposed to be here for a day or in the bionic knee. Oh, wow, Ricky, that sucks. Well, I'm glad you're watching from the hospital. Hopefully this is a little bit of entertainment for you. So we have these two pieces here. If you guys want a different view, you let me know. But these views should all be pretty good, especially if you're on a PC and you make this thing full screen, whatever. Oh, the Voron tap, tippity tap, Zixelter. Oh, I'm drooling. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm going to be ahead of this before they release it all, I'd probably put one in here, but I'm definitely going to upgrade the 2.4 to the Voron tap. For those of you that haven't heard, Voron did release yesterday. I believe I watched the official video. They're releasing a tap. It's called the Voron tap. And it's a modification for your Voron, and it's only for specific ones. I believe you have to have Clockwork 2. It's for a stealth burner, yada, yada, yada. You'll find the details, but basically it's a nozzle probe. It is a nozzle probe, which is going to eliminate the clicky probe. It's going to eliminate the Z switch for homing your Z, and everything is done with the nozzle, and it's supposed to be, based on the little bit I watched, accurate to within fractions of a human hair as far as your Z height. So it looks awesome. I think it's going to be a game changer for the Voron as far as leveling and mesh leveling and all that stuff. It shouldn't be hard to upgrade to. No. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the tap as well. So we will do that eventually. So, okay, so on our screen we have these guys. So I've already inserted the T-nuts because, you know, last week we had an issue with my T-nuts, and somebody mentioned it on Steve's streams today that DeWitt smashes the crap out of his extrusions until they go out of square, which I did. I found a much better way to insert them now, so we're all good. We're all good. I took an extrusion and I said, let's figure out how this is done easy, and I figured it out. Not sliding it in the end, but anyways. So we got a new method. We got a better method to do that. So let's switch over to this guy. And let's go for it. So we need some M5x10s, which I have ready right here. M5x10s. I tried to get all the bolts and everything I'm going to need for tonight, so I'm not spending time on stream. Galileo 2 I've not heard of yet, so I tried to get everything all ready so we're not spending time on stream looking for nuts and bolts, etc. But I can't guarantee that won't happen. Okay, so we're going to insert the one side first. So let's start ahead with this side. Now these are designed so that this rail is going to be pulled back slightly. So in order to know which one goes where, it's the one that's actually going to sit here and pull the rail back out from the extrusion slightly. So it kind of sits, it's not quite level right here. So what I need to do now is find my hex keys. Is that the one? That's not the one. We need the big one. Sarcasm. I like how tap is now a topic for every single 3D printing stream you watch. Of course it is. Hey, but I didn't bring it up. I'm innocent of not bringing that up. Not guilty, Your Honor. That's the wrong one. Got to make sure I put the right one in here, and that's the right one there. So we're going to just do my best to first align these. You know what? You know what I'm going to do while I'm doing this? The quad camera's okay, but if I'm working on a specific part, it's a son of a bee to watch. So if I use this camera here and give you guys a nice kind of view right there of what I'm doing there, that's going to be a little nicer. I like to give the best view possible. So what I'm going to do here is just make sure that this T-nut's kind of lined up where it's going to go, which is right about there. And then the same with this top one, which is going to be, where's my T-nut hole? Right about there. Oops. Boy, did I ever have that in the wrong way? It's this one. Silly me. So you're going to go right about there. And I think you're in the right spot. Yeah, you are. Okay, there we go. Okay, we have that guy. Won't quite snug him yet. Just a squirt, a little hot glue in there. There we go. Hey, RWRCKY, thank you for coming in. Appreciate that. You made it. Yes, we just begun. We've just begun. All you did was miss my little BS intro and, you know, whatever banter. The Voron hug shall be initiated. Also, they tease verbally about a new Galileo. Just a squirt, a little hot glue in there. They said it's also so accurate that it will register a deviation in the linear rail. Yes, I saw that. The screws in the linear rail, it measured that deviation. Incredible. Okay, let's. Oh, I'm going to need my Where are my Wera keys? Where's my set of Weras? Oh, did I leave them in the garage? Dang. Okay, so hold on. I think I left my good keys in the garage. Of course, you do everything to prep for a live stream. But hang on 1 second. Oh. Whew. No, I didn't leave them in the garage. They are right here. I was going to pull out my brand new set and use it, but I'm glad I found these ones. Okay. So we need Mr. Pink for this. Okay, let's go back to our desktop camera here. So we need this guy to go in here. Come on, get in. Okay, I'll throw the other one in. And let's make sure we line up our... There it is there. That's got to come over right about there. And this one's got to come down. Right about there. Shame it won't work on switcher. Apparently it'll work on Trident and 2.4. We'd have to modify the switcher to have two Y rails spaced apart, and then it would probably work. Interesting. I've not done a switch wire. Don't know much about it. Two-part PCB compatible would be nice. I like the two-part PCB. I've got to order one for this one, but the hot end's a little ways away yet. So, okay, so we got those pieces on here. So what I need to do now is ensure, now I don't know how I'm going to ensure squareness up here or here, but I can ensure squareness down here. So let me grab my, where's my little friend? There he is. Okay, you can probably move a little. Let's see how this side looks. Yes, you can come over just a little bit there. There you go. And then, oh wow, something's out of square here. Well, let's just kind of split the dog. Unless this thing is, oh, this thing's not quite sitting on the bottom. That's why. There we go. I'm not a fan of this square, but it's the only one I got. There we go. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, okay, that's better. And let's check this side. I think we're good there. I'm just going to come on down here with my blocks because these things are deadly square. That one is good. And that one is good. Okay, so we're just going to snug these up now. Come on. Marcel off Axis, $1.49 super sticker. Thank you so much, sir. And hello, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. I'm going to try and keep a better eye on chat tonight. which hot end will you be using for this build? I will be using, some people are going to cringe at this, but I've heard good about it. I'm using the Thaddeus Dragon High Flow. I was offered a choice of the Dragon High Flow or the well, I'm working. You're just seeing my arms now. All I'm doing right now is tightening these guys right up here. I was offered a choice of the Dragon High Flow or the Revo Voron, and did I not get the T-nut here? Hang on. Oh yeah, I did. And I chose the high flow because number one, I've never used a high flow hot end before. And number two, I have a Revo Voron. There we go. That's in place. I have a Revo Voron that I can swap if I don't like it. So yeah. Well, I've heard some people, I've read a lot of reviews. Mind you, I got to consider the source. It's such a mixed community on Facebook, the Voron community. But I've heard a lot of people say they don't like the high flow but I think that's possibly because they don't know what they're doing with it or they can't get it to work. But I think it's a great thing to use because you're going to have a high flow Dragon. I'm going to be using a CHT nozzle in it. I should be able to get some really good flow and speed with it. Hopefully, we'll see. Okay, we got this in. I'm going to double check one more time just to make sure that I have the proper, if you're sticking with a 0.4 nozzle, recommend CHT. I do have a CHT, absolutely. Matter of fact, it is right there. Can't quite see it. It won't focus here. Focus close for me. There's my CHT 0.4 nozzle right there that's going to go on the Dragon. And I also have a 0.6, a 0.8, blah, 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 blah. So super sticker Bob, $10. Thank you so much, Bob. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to have a drink to that because I'm thirsty. Or get a 0.5 Basel. You know, I've been hearing a lot about the Basel, and I really do think I might look into that. We'll see. I pulled the tape measure over to use it, and then I went and put it back and didn't use it, but I want to double check my distances here. 17.5 millimeters or centimeters. See, we're a little bit off here, so I may need to adjust this. 17, because these distances need to be exact, equal. We are 173.5 millimeters. Over here, we are 175. Now's the best time to do this versus getting everything built and having to move this over. So I may have to end up moving that over just that little bit. It's only got to move over about a millimeter, if that. I don't know if that'll make a difference. Depends, where do I measure it? 170, let me hold that tighter here. 174 and a half. 174 and a half. 173 and a half. 173 and a half. We are half a millimeter off. Never heard much good about the Voron Facebook, but even the Discord is quite varied. Because there's something, exactly, yeah. You have a Dragon H high flow and CHT on your Trident. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do to try. That's what I'm going to try. I'm going to start that. I'm going to move this over just a hair, not much. Where did you go, Pink Key? I was watching Steve's stream today. And he said, "Do you ever put something down? Then you go to look for it and it's not there." Yeah. Right there. So I'm going to just, I don't want to move this much. Let me get my measure out. And we're just going to make sure our CHC is suitable for abrasive filaments. Good question. I don't know the answer to that. I'm not sure. 174. 174. Oh, that was just luck. That was just pure luck. Let's tighten that up. Okay. Let's double check. Here, just let me go back to the quad cam. Let's see what we're doing here. And we'll go back to switch this camera to view 3. So 174, 174, and then up top, that's still the 0.5 millimeter off up here. So I just got to shift. No, we're 174 to that. We just got to come over just the slightest bit on the top. Not much, just the slightest bit. Maybe I'm being fussy, but hey. Okay. Snug that one up and measure. I only needed to move 0.5 millimeter. 174. 174. I think we're good. Break out the micrometer, the micrometer. Yes. I think we're good. I think we're good at 174 a piece. There we go. Okay. They're only plated and not hardened. Okay, good to know, RWD. I didn't know that either. But apparently you get the other one, and it is good. The Basel. You heard a rumor that Bondtech may release hardened variants, which is good. I don't see why they wouldn't. I think they'd be very popular because their CHT nozzles ended up being popular. Okay, let's go back to our instructions. We've got those all done. We've done that. And we have ensured that we are square. I guess I could measure corner to corner just to double check. Let's do that just to double check. Can never be too careful. $362. I can't go corner to corner because we've got these pieces. So I'm just going to have to go with the fact that this was square here and this was square here. Okay, we'll just do that. We'll just live with that. Okay. And it says 175 in between, and I've got 174 in between each. So that I cannot change. That is just something that it is what it is. I can't change that distance because I want this to be centered. So these are equal. This is equal. So let's just leave it at that. Okay. And now we got to flip it upside down so that the back is at the back. So we're going to flip it up. Upside down. Here we go. And we have the top, we have the front, we have the back. And this is where, okay, and I've done this step. So I've already inserted, as you can see right here from the overhead, possibly, I've already inserted all the T-nuts because it's not exciting watching me insert T-nuts. So we've inserted 8 T-nuts because we're going in every other hole on the rail. And then we're going to use M3/8 to insert the linear rails. So let's get the rails out. And let's get some insertion going on. Things that sound nasty but aren't. Time to do some insertion. So we got this guy. Okay. And they just fit in there just perfectly. I even took the time to line up the T-nuts to the holes because, again, That's not very exciting things for you guys to be watching me do. Okay, M3/8 socket head cap screws. Let's get these linear rails in. You're going to have to find someone local to commission a set of two V2R2 function parts. Ordered a kit during the LAX 1111 sale and really got a good price. Oh, cool. And you just need to get some parts printed. There are a lot of pay-it-forward programmers out there. There's a lot of places to get your parts. A lot of options. So we're just going to get these started. And just get them started, and then we're going to go ahead and get the spacers in here so that we know that our rails are centered on our extrusions. So during the week, if you saw it or didn't, it's on my YouTube right now. I did post a video of me cleaning and packing or greasing, whatever you want to call it, the linear rails. I think I did that on Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember. We had a little bit of a, bullshit session going on after. So I did edit the video. So all it shows is the linear rail portion, cleaning of the linear rails and packing them, greasing them, prepping them. Okay, these are our MGN9s, so we need our little spacers, which is this one and this. No, where's my other one? That's my 12. That's my 12. I have the other 9 here, I promise. Oh, come on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I had it. I had them all right here. These are the 12s. Yes, I did print 2 of them. Did I mix it up and throw it in my other part bag? No. It was right here this afternoon. I saw it. I held it in my hand. Oh, I love it. Did I drop it? No. Anyways, not a big deal. I do have another one if need be. It was right here. I swear. Let me check behind my bench. No, it's not back here. Well, I swear, maybe Yeti ate it. It's not under the keyboard. Where the heck? Don't you love it when that happens? It's not under here. Huh. Okay, what I'm looking for is another one of these guys here. It's the MGN9 rail alignment tool. So, whoops. Okay, well, that's just the cat's meow. Well, I've got another one. These are my leftover parts from my 0.1 builds and my 2.4 builds, and I just saw it right there. I have another one right there. There we go. One gold, one blue. We found it. So we'll throw this on the rail there, and we'll throw this on the other end. And that should get everything in nice alignment. Let's get You're considering your first high flow setup for your Railcore ZLT. Looking for something you can put on a lot of filament through quickly, but don't want to be picky with filament. There we go. Okay, let's slide this towards the middle a bit. Slide this towards the middle a bit. Not that I need to, but this kind of just reassures me that these are all lined up where they should be. There we go. Okay, this should be it for that one. Okay, let's flip this over and do the other side here. This guy. I got to figure out the background music thing here. I have not been able to come up with a decent way to do that yet. I will eventually. But meantime, I find I can just chat and chat and chat and chat. Kind of takes the place of having music playing. Or I could hum a tune or whatever. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that I opted to go multicolor parts for this thing. We'll see how that all plays out. All the parts printed great. They look great. They might refuse to give me a serial number when they see it, though. Wouldn't blame them. You're in the limp dangly part of the USA, also known as Florida. Limp dangly. Retirement capital of the world, or of the North America or something, isn't it? Florida? There we go. So that's a lot better than watching me put T-nuts in. Okay, I'll throw this on here. Put that on there. And start snugging. That's the villages. Okay, those are done for now. Just gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure I got them all. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Okay, we have our Y rails on. Why? Because they asked me to put them on. Okay, next screen. That's the other Y rail. We oriented the T-nuts, that's fine. That's the next one. And now we are going to build the Z-axis. Woohoo! Okay, we're moving on. "3D Musketeers, south of the south." Okay, in this section we are going to build the Z rear, Z right, and Z left. Or Z, Z, and Z. Okay, so we get to do some fun stuff now. Woohoo, heat insets. Let's put these rails away for now. And let's get back to this camera. And this ugly mug right here. Hi, guys. Okay, let's move this camera. I'm going to give you guys a view of me burning myself. What the heck? You're not supposed to be running under the microphone wire. You're supposed to be running over the microphone wire. And you're supposed to be running... Oh, man, I tell you, man. This wiring There we go. Wire management in the studio. Leave something to be desired. I'm telling you. There we go. Let's move that guy down. Desktop here. There we go. My heat inset tool. Where'd I put it? Right here. Let's plug it in. And turn it on. We leave this on the lowest setting because we don't want to melt too fast. And we are a little bit wobbly. Oh no, that's the whole thing is wobbly. Oh, that's okay. That's just the press. So this is just a Dremel drill press converted into a heat set press by printing a part here. So yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so the parts I need are we need this part here. The cable chains, I guess cable chains, we should be two of them. This one and, oh no, that's the only one. That one there. Oh, okay, no, there's one. We have the 2-hole. We have that one there. And there's, oh, that's the only thing we got to put heat sets in right now. Let's scoot ahead and see if there's any more needed. That's it for now. Okay. Wow, I pulled this whole heat press out just for two heat insets. That's okay, I guess. What the heck? Okay, 2 it is. And they are going on the outside here and here. Okay. That's a little bit, I wonder if I could, yeah, I think I'll do that. Is that going to reach right? Yeah, it is. Okay, I think I'll do that. No, I think I'll just raise this up a little. Here we go. Do I have a block? Let's see. It's not quite tall enough. This one? No. Oh, we'll just hold it. We'll just hold it very steady and still. And of course that went in way too crooked. Okay. I got to straighten that out. That is awful. Let's get on that side. That is really crooked. Wow. This has got nothing really solid. There we go. That fixed it. It's tricky when you don't have a solid base, when this is a little bit wobbly. Okay. There we go. We've got our heat insets put in. And we'll flip it off, unplug it, put it down. And next page. So we're using the 2 mounting holes. Okay, so now we are going to put on some parts onto the Z-axis. Did I preload those nuts yet? I don't think I did. Okay. Turn this back around. Come on the inside here. And we need this guy, orange. Orange. Let's give you guys a good view here. Here we go. So I need to load. Let's load the nuts first. So I need to load 2 T-nuts on the front and 2 T-nuts on the top. And they are M5s. And they are over here. .3D Lazy Susan, yeah. Okay, so we're going to load those so that they're on the outside. 1, 2, and now some of these are loading easy. Let's see what these ones do. These ones not so much. Well, that one did. That one loaded easy. This one not so much. So what I'm doing is taking an M5 bolt, getting it in as far as I can. Instead of banging the crap out of it like I was, which is kind of stupid now that I look at it, just get an M5 bolt, throw it in, and yank it over, and we're good. Okay. And then I need to put a T-nut, 2 more in here. And 1 over here. I think it's going to be easier. Well, the frame is nice and light. If I just lay it down like this and try and get it in this way, a lot easier to do it like this. There we go. Much easier way. It's much better than pounding the crap out of them like I was. Okay. Now we need... Lost my mouse in the mess. Oh, my mouse is way over here. Let's put my mouse right here. Now we need M5 by 10s. So we're going to put M5 by 10s on the top and in the sides. M5 by 10s are right here. 4 of them. So we're going to line up the T-nuts. Let's kind of put that there. And let's just line them up. And this one. Okay. And the top 2. Sorry for all the twisting and turning, but hey, that's what Lazy Susans are good for. And this guy's going to come right about there and right about there. Okay. Steve Builds, hello, how are you, sir? Thank you for popping in. Come to see all the bright, beautiful colors we're doing, huh? You wish there was a 3D Lazy Susan. Well, this is a 3D Lazy Susan, sort of. It's a Lazy Susan that holds a 3D printer. Okay, and we're going to turn this around. It's easier if I just flip this like this. Well, it's still light enough to flip, as I say. And we will just put these guys in. like so. I need a cat. I need a I need a cat like Steve has to crawl around. I love cats, but I'm allergic to them. It kind of sucks. But that would be nice. How many of them stuck here after last Sunday? Yes. I don't know if I lost any. We'll see. Okay, rail safety. Mind the rail car. We're moving on to this step here. Mind the, yeah, I've not done this yet, and I hope to never do this. I hope to never, and they did come with plastic stoppers. Okay, so now we're going to put the Z rails on. Okay, sounds good. And I do have my MGN9 spacers we just used, and I put them right over here. Can't believe I lost a blue one. I mean, come on. What are the chances? About to get on working on the purple Trident. Doggo, yeah, but I can't put Doggo up on the counter, right? And he's all he wants is food. So T-nut, I'm not worrying about the T-nuts on these. Okay, so we're going to put all these rails on. So let's stand this up again. Let's go to my quad view here. Let's stand this guy up again. And as I told you before, what I end up doing is LDO does provide these inserts. And it's easier if I show you on here. So they provided these slotted inserts, which I was able to get in here and on the other two Z-axes here and here. I didn't do the Ys because, again, I didn't want to take this all apart. And I didn't remember to put them in until after the fact. So if you're building the LDO kit and they come with these inserts instead of putting T-nuts, make sure you put them in before you get your whole frame assembled. Otherwise, you'll end up using T-nuts, which isn't a bad thing. So not a bad thing. Okay, well, since we have the camera down here, let's go ahead and focus it on that rail, and we will grab another rail here. And we'll put those 3 rails on. Okay. 1 and 2. These are the 9s. The 12 is used for the the X-axis. 3. And we're going to need a whole crap load of M3/8. There we go. But will they act like a parrot too? No, I saw that today. Sitting on your shoulder like a little parrot. That was cute. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and switch this one to that. Okay. Where is my... There it is right there. So let's see, first of all, how well these are lined up. Now, these need to... Well, we're going to put the middle one in first, of course, is what they're telling me to do. So let's just follow instructions. Middle one in first. Right back here. That's going to just fit in there. And I don't know about the up and down. I don't know if it's going to sit in the bottom. Let's see. They show it sitting on the bottom. Okay, so let's just move this rail down. So we line up the hole right about there. Okay. We'll just leave these stoppers in place. Those stoppers can stay there anyways because there's no screws going in those holes. Because we're putting it in every other hole. We're only putting 8 on each. Sure. You are not a magnetic tip, are you? No, you're not. Okay, we won't snug them down until we get them all in place, and we'll get our little guides on there. Those little touches that the LDO kit does, like these inserts, instead of having to use T-nuts, love those little things. Just those little added features. worth the extra few bucks. There goes one screw on the floor. First one of the night. You guys should have a pool going. You guys should have a pool going on my streams. Now let's see if it's better if I give you an angle kind of like this. You should have a pool going on my stream saying, when's he going to drop the first thing on the floor? Because you know, every stream, every single stream, I drop something on the floor. And like Steve said today, it happened to me. Steve, you mentioned that you ever put something down right beside you. You go to find it again, and it's not where you think, you just can't find it. Yeah, that happened to me today. That happened to me just now, earlier, with one of these. I had two of these in blue, and you think I can find the second blue one? No. So another sacrifice to the floor gods. I tell you, when I vacuum down here, I know when I've found them. And fortunately, I get these LDO kits. Like these are the M38s. I guarantee I probably have half a bag of spares on in this kit. At least half a bag of spares, if not more. Okay, there we go. There's the back Z-rail. I can safely take that out. I don't want to go up too high because we have to put that little stopper in the top. Did I print that little stopper? I must have. Okay, so let's go back over here. 10 things over or under. Always overs in these kits. I could open a store selling these M3 bolts and screws and stuff with the leftovers I have from my 201s and the 24. Okay, so we've got that in the middle. We've centered our rail using the installation guides. Now we need that little stopper. That should be in this little bag here somewhere. Tighten from the middle outwards, seriously? I've always done top to the middle, as long as I get these alignment things on. I did not know that, RWD. Rookie mistake. I'll do that for the other ones. Although this seems to be okay. Okay, but I will remember that. So I need an M3 hammerhead and an M38. And the M3 hammerheads are right hammerheads right here. An M38 can have a bow. Okay. Did not know that. What I'll do is I'll go back and I'll do it the opposite way on those. These ones I didn't do it. These ones seem fine. I'll whip back and do that. Okay, so then we have this little stopper. So we'll just throw the hammerhead on here. Okay. And then in the meantime, let's go back and I'll take your advice. You guys that are coming from Steve's channel know a heck of a lot more than I do on some of these things. So you know what? We're gonna heed your advice. So let's go ahead and loosen these off. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Take the extra 2 minutes Do it right. Okay, we are loosey-goosey. Now all I need is my little spacers. One. And yeah, see, they want to fly out of my hands, these parts. And two. Okay, we'll do middle out. From the center out. Thank you for the advice. And last and not least. Okay, there we go. Okay, good to know. Well, I know that now. I know that now. Perfect. These ones seem like they're okay. It doesn't seem like there's any resistance or bowing in these. I'm going to get away with that, but the other two Z's, I will definitely do that. Okay, you don't want to slide that right up off the end like that. That's why you're going to put this next part on. Okay. And this guy is going to go in. Where's my other little... Need this one. And there we go. We have our little yellow stopper here. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie. That's that part done. Okay, let's back over to the instructions again. So we've got that done. We've put the stopper on. Now bottom gap. Oh, okay. Leave a small gap in your perimeter. Okay, I don't know if I left the gap. See, and I learned the hard way. Read the instructions thoroughly. I did not leave a gap. So I got to retighten those. Okie doke. So not a big deal. We will... I was wondering about that, and all I had to do was read ahead a page or two. Why didn't they tell me that earlier? Huh? Why couldn't they have told me that a little earlier? Instead of at this point. Why? Oh well, practice makes perfect. That's what I say. Oh, you do? I don't work on cars. I'm not a car person at all. Okay, so let's come up a millimeter or so. Let's grab one of these spacers. Now I can eyeball 1.5 millimeters, no problem. There we go. Okay, there's our gap. And we'll tighten the middle out. Right about there. Okay. Okay, well, at least I've got a lot of practice tightening that rail. I'll bring this top one down, and we're going to leave that similar gap up top. I guess that's just to allow for any rail expansion. There we go. Okay, now we're good to go. Yeah, that makes sense. It does make it easier. Yeah, that's right, because if that's down tight to it, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay. Okay, so we've got this part taken care of. We did leave the bottom gap. We left a tiny gap on the top as well. Now we get to do the corners. So we're going to be M510s, and we need some M5 T-nuts. We need 1, 2, 4, 2 on each side in the corners. Then we're going to repeat the same. We're going to be doing the same on both corners. We're going to leave that little gap at the bottom like we did before. Okay, that's pretty standard here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we will do, let's do this corner first. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, M5 T-nuts, where are you? There we go. We're going to need 4 here, 4 over here. Hey, Hacks Potato, how are you, sir? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for popping onto my stream. Okay, so these guys. Yep, these are stubborn to put on, these guys. So, as I say, I found a method where I just pop it. There we go. Screw it in a bit. And then it tends to pop in for me. Same for this side. There we go. There we go. Okay. There's our bright orange corners. Let's see. We have a right and a left. Let's see. So we're going to do the Voron logo goes towards the outside on the, oh, it looks like it goes to the front. So the Voron logo goes to the front and the Voron logo goes to the front. There we go. Okay, let's space these. Let's space these T-nuts out. There, and on this side. There, and right about there. And we need the, okay, M510s. Oh, thanks so much, Hacks Potato. I appreciate that. If you like what you see, hit the subscription button. It's free. And hit the like button if you don't like what you see, but I appreciate you coming by anyways. I tend to do a little bit more of this stuff. I'm not nearly the level that Steve and Nero and those guys are at, but I'm trying. This will be my 4th Voron build. Started with 2 0.1s and then a 2.4. And boy, the 2.4 went splendidly. 0.1s had their challenges. One of them I still need to get the hot end finished up, but the other one is printing like a charm. So all the parts for this printer were printed on a 2.4 or a 0.1. There we go. Thank you so much, Hacks Potato. I appreciate that. I stream every Sunday night, 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, about something. Okay, I know the next step on this is to put the rail on, but I'm just going to go ahead and cheat and go ahead and put this other one on while we're here. Because basically it's rinse, wash, and repeat is what we're doing with these corners. And I hate these T-nuts in these linear rails. So, but I found my method. Sometimes they pop in. Sometimes they are stubborn as all get out, like that one right here. There we go. And the only way I can get these to work is to put a screw in them and force them over. They just don't want to, they're just an extremely tight fit. See, that one's, there we go. 2 more. Oh, that one just popped in real easy. Good. Okay. Let's line these ones up. I need a soundtrack to my stream. I really do. Okay. The worst thing to do is while building a Voron 1 is seeing that you need to put some, oh, tell me about it. That happened to me on my first one. I missed the 4 doors. I missed the nuts for the door hint, the door latch. 2 T-nuts for the door latch. So I ended up modifying, like taping it on. I forget what I did. It works fine, what I ended up doing. That's exactly how you had to do it. I'm putting T-nuts in your 2.4. Yeah. They just don't want to. When I did my 2.4 on the top of the frame, they went in like they went in super easy just with my fingers. So okay, that one's not quite. Huh. There we go. Yeah, and anybody wondering, yes, every one of these rails has that little groove down the middle for the ball of the T-nut. So it's not like I've got the rails turned the wrong way or anything like that. It's just the nature of these T-nuts and these rails. And I have heard a lot of other people have similar issues. So I started with the most inconvenient build. Yes, well, that's the best way to learn, right? That mini afterburner drove me bonkers trying to get everything to fit in there. But now I've taken it apart and put it back together so many times, it's second nature now. So it's no problem. Okay, next step. So we've gone ahead and cheated a little. We just put both of those in, but now we're going to put the rails in, the MGN 9s. Again, same idea. Little gap at the bottom. We're going to tighten them from the middle out. That we have learned. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this guy right here. I'm trying to get a better camera view. You know, I'm probably better off just go to this other camera view for now, because you kind of see me do this before, so it's no different. We're just going to put the rest of the rails on here. And I've got those inserts that came with the LDO kit, so I'm not putting any T-nuts in here. So we'll start with that, and then we will adjust as need be. That's the wrong key. And where's my other one? Right there. here we are. Okay, so top one first. Okay, we're not going to tighten anything yet. But I'm enjoying these builds. I really am. Hey, DJ Natty, how are you, sir? Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for popping in. And the last one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get my spacers. Still bugs me I can't find my other blue spacer. And we'll raise that up about 1.5 millimeters. Throw these guys on there. And tighten from the middle out. We learned. Just trying to fire up your V2 after 2 weeks, having it offline because of rebuilding your office room. Ah. Okay, there's that one. Okay, we can pop off these little black don't fall off the rail things. I don't think, yeah, let's move on to the other one. We'll worry about the top there in a minute, but we got some smooth riding there. And let's get this one going now on this side. Probably get a view on this one from this one. Let's see. Yeah, we can get a view on this right here. There we go. Okay. Raise that rail a little bit. There we go. That little rail sure is handy. So we're putting a stealth burner on this with the Clockwork 2. We're going to do the clicky probe on this. I will eventually update to the the Voron tap that was announced today. I will eventually update to that. That is exciting stuff. I'll definitely be updating my 2.4 to that. I mean, I'm of the adage sometimes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And my 2.4 is working fine right now with the clicky, but I just have to. I just have to. Okay, there we go. Okay, we'll raise this guy, get this guy about the same distance on the other side. Let's have a look. Good. We're good there. We're good. If it ain't broke, print faster. Yes. Yes. If it ain't broke, you're doing something wrong, right? Should always be working on a fix or two. Before putting the rails on the extrusions before assembling the frame. Okay, it's so much easier to tighten all those bolts with the extrusions laying flat. Yeah, yeah, it would be. I haven't gotten to the point. Well, here I'm going to make myself a liar here. I haven't gotten to the point where I take shortcuts on these yet. I'm not that experienced, but I don't suppose it would hurt. Take these little black plugs out. Okay, they seem good. Now, they're going to ask me, they're going to suggest that I put those little top stops on now, aren't they? Yeah, on the top of that one. We've left the gap, and now that's the left side that we've done. So we've done both sides, and then the top of that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and find, where's my desktop view? There we go. Just going to go ahead and find those little stops in here. There should be two more. Of course, they're the tiniest part. There's one. And there's the second one. There we go. So we have those two. We need some hammerheads. Two hammerheads. And then they were M3x8s, which are these same ones that we're using on the rails. So we'll get these prepped. There's one. There's two. You also put tiny parts into separate small zip bags. I've separated most of my parts into zip bags, but I haven't done the best job of it yet. I printed my parts as I go. They're pretty much all made now. Hey, how are you doing, Nicholas? Welcome to my stream. Welcome, welcome, sir. Why is that not showing up above there? It should be. Oh, there it is. It's supposed to have this right here because I give Polymaker a shout out there. There we go. Nicholas from Polymaker, thank you. Welcome. All of the yellow parts you guys are seeing here, any yellow parts that are going on this build are Polymaker ABS yellow, and it prints like butter. Excellent filament, and that's not a plug. Well, it's a plug, but it's, you know what I mean. Okay. So let's go ahead and put these guys up here. So just putting these little end stop thingamadoobers. And these are just basically so the rails don't come flying off down the road. Or we don't lose any of our balls per se. There we go. Let's call it an honest plug. Yeah, we'll call it an honest plug. Why not? Okay, and then over here, we're going to do the same thing. Going to be your first build. Very good. Get my experience? Well, hey, there's people on here that are a lot more experienced than me, but hey, you can learn. Nicholas, you can learn from my mistakes. There we are. We got that on. We got that on. I think I'm building, and somebody out there correct me if you've seen, I think I'm going to be building the most colorful Voron ever. We have 6 or 7 different colors of filament going into this build. Polymaker is really awesome, and I have a rat rig behind me right there. Hang on. Where's my, this is like kind of a, right there, right there. You can see the rat rig right there, below all my filament. And that rat rig is going to be upgraded to a 3.1, VCore 3.1. All that green is going to be replaced with Polymaker PET G teal, which is going to look stupid good. So yeah, it's going to look great. No bias involved favorite. There you go. Hey, Q, how are you? Hey, David Wilson. Hello, sir. Okay, so this guy is supposed to be a little bit lower and showing up. There we go. I'm just doing my shout out to all my sponsors for this build. This build is sponsored by LDO Motors and Sparta3D, who provided this printer for me. No money exchanged hands. Filament's been provided by Sparta3D, Polymaker, and Matter3D. That's the filaments going into here. And I did get some filament provided by 3DLabtech.ca as well. So thank you to Polymaker and Sparta3D for making this build possible. Thank you so much. Okay. Now that we're on that, we got to go with this. No accident space. Yeah, Thomas Lama made that for me because I tend to, yeah. You watch my streams, I have a history. I have a history. Oh, wrong screen. Okay, so we've got these stops put in. Now we get to build some more parts. Cool. Okay, so let's move this aside a little bit. Let's move that camera over here and let's get to some fun stuff. So for this, I need, oh, look, more orange. All these motor parts were orange for some reason. So we have orange, and there should be another one of these somewhere. We have two of these. And the part that's going to go on top of that, wait till you see. Did I already pull them out? Yeah, I did already pull them out. Yellow. Okay, so here we go. Let's switch to my desktop cam. We have orange and yellow. More sparkly ABS. $4 B-roll super sticker. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, sir, and welcome. Have I settled on a printer name? Not yet, Brad. I have not. So Galaxy ABS series to send you. Sorry for the, oh, that's good. Yeah. Nicholas, anytime you want to try anything on me as a Canadian guy, hey, I volunteer. Okay, let's do this. Ooh, wrong camera. Number 5. There we go. That's what I want to see. Okay, so now we need M3x6s, and I have those right here. M3x6 button head cap screw. So we're going to need 6 of these in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to need M5 nuts. I have those out here. Let me find my M5 nuts. M5 nuts. Boom. Are they lock nuts? No, those are not lock nuts. Those are just standard nuts. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to, Nick, I don't know if you heard Nick, but I've been given a challenge, well, sort of a self-made challenge by Pezliz. I intend to make the largest Maker Deck logo out there on my rat rig, and I mean large. So I'm going to need some filament for my Maker Deck logo. It's going to be at least, I'm going to hinder a guess 3 feet wide. So apparently you have the second largest one from what I understand. So we'll talk. Okay, so we have the bottom of this. Okay, one's got a cutout. Why? Hang on a second here. Why do these look? Oh, I see what we're doing here. So we have this going on here. We're going to cover this up with this. So that nut is still going to stay in place. And then these are just, these look like they don't thread into anything. These are just friction tightened into the plastic. Okay, so these just get tightened into the plastic. So let me get my little Let me get my little guy out. This guy here. There we go. And these just tighten into the plastic. Like so. I think these are more just decorative. Okay. You have a 500% logo there. You do not. Really? Oh, yes, that's right. But I think I calculated on my rat rig. I don't know if I want to tell you because it's not like I'm bragging about size, but I think on my rat rig I can do 800%. I think that's what I figured it. 790 or 800% on my rat rig. That's if I don't split it into quarters. If I split it into quarters, I don't want to think. I don't even want to think about what size I could print it. But if I split it into quarters, it's a lot of filament and it's a lot of printing. But hey, the rat rig is sitting there doing nothing, waiting for its 3.1 upgrade. You know, I could always just do a last minute hurrah print on it. Bought 25 rolls of a mixture of ABS PETG flexible filament. So printed black and gray PETG and really like it. I love all the filaments that I've been that Nicholas has sent me to try on. It's great. This yellow ABS printed like butter. All the ABSs I've been printing have been printing great. The matte ABS is a Matter3D. It's a Canadian company. They sent me ABS to try. It's all been printing great. This orange is a matte color. They're all awesome, but just, yeah, everything like, can't say enough. Never thought I'd like printing ABS, but I really like printing ABS. Okay, so we have these two guys assembled. Now we've got to, okay, here's where we need the locking bolts. So let's grab our M3 lock nuts, which I saw here. I had them out. M3s, where's the M3 locking ones? Right there. M3 lock nuts right there. And then we're going to need the M3 by 12s, which are these guys right here. And one little thing to know on the LDO kit, I looked for these forever. I couldn't find these in any of the boxes because I was kind of looking for another few. They were on the Z rods, on the threaded rods. I had to take them off, but I was a little confused, and I still am a little confused. But I think I'm okay. If you look at the picture here, it almost looks like there is a, how do I word it? Like there's an Audi there and an Audi there. Okay, so you've got two of the Audis, I guess, if you want to call it. So you have the middle ring with the two holes and the Audi, unless I'm missing a part. And then the ones I've got here, right here, are these with just the Audi on one side. So I think I'm okay. But because that's exactly what these are for. These are the anti-backlash. It's a generic model. Okay, yeah. These are just the anti-backlash things that are going on this. So I think it's fine. I think we're good. So we're going to put that in there. We are going to secure them in with the M312 and an M3 lock nut. Okay, so we're going to need 4 of these because we're only putting 2 in each. Or are we putting 4? No, we're only putting 2 in each. Let's just make sure. Same thing, same thing. Yeah, only 2 in each. Okay. Does the position matter? Let me just make sure. If we have this. Now, am I putting, let's just see, so we're coming up this way. We're going to put the bolt through the top. Does it matter which holes? I don't think it matters which holes. As long as we do opposite and opposite, like that. These nuts keep falling out. We'll just leave them out for now. And let's just grab some lock nuts. We're going to need 4 of these for these 2 pieces. Yeah, of course. You just keep falling out of there. I don't mind. Put you up through. Okay, come on. This is just... Oh, it's a joke. It's my big hands, right? That's kind of the... That's my story, and I'm sticking right with it. Okay, let's get one at a time done here. Let's at least get the nuts on. Okay, and let's get the other one on. There we go. See, my belly comes in handy for something. And I'm just going to use my little guys here. I don't have a wrench so handy, so I'm just going to use this to tighten this up. Oh, come on. Maybe if I hold you on the side. There we go. Well, let's see. Do not tighten fully. No, that's why we use lock nuts, so that they don't slip loose, but we don't want to tighten them fully. So, because there's going to be a little bit of wiggle room there. So we're going to tighten it right up, snug, and then we're going to back it off just 1/8 of a turn or so. Maybe a little bit more. No, that's not full. We got some play there. Okay, we're okay there. Pink, purple, teal. Cool. Okay, now, second one. Is that right? The nuts are sticking out. Yeah, I guess the nuts are sticking out on the bottom. And we'll just kind of match what I did here. So we'll just put it on the, yeah, we'll put them on the same sort of spot that we did here for these ones. Okay. Locking nut. And there we go. Space gray. I love the space gray frames. Space gray, because space gray goes good with anything, which is one of the reasons I decided to make this the rainbow build, because any color I'm putting on this thing goes good with space gray. They may clash with each other. And back it off a bit. They may clash with each other, but hey, they'll all go with the frame. But I'm trying to match colors so that they're not overly odd. Although I think I'm beyond that. Okay, let's loosen you up a bit. Just a hair. So we have, no, not quite. Which side am I too tight on? I think this one. Nope, I'm still too tight somewhere. I want this to wiggle a little bit. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Long time no see. Steve builds. I think I got half your viewing audience here, Steve. Okay, so we're on to the next one now. We got these two done. We got that done. Those nuts keep falling out, so I'm not going to put them in right yet. We got that done. We didn't fully tighten. We've left it so that there's a little bit of wiggle. Now we got to put a nut in the bottom of this one. But my nuts keep falling out, so we're going to just wait. So let's put a nut in the bottom of this. Let's get a nut ready. And that's the guy that we, here we go, this one here. This is the guy that we put the heat insets into. There's going to be a nut in the bottom, but that's just going to fall right back out, right? Let's just see. Let's just see how, yeah, that's just going to fall right out. Let's just leave that out for now. We're going to come in from the top on this one. So this one only has the 2 holes. So we need a couple more of these M38s. Oh, the M38s? No, they're M312s. 2 more M312s and 2 more lock nuts. 12. And where are my locking nuts? Right here. Oh, they give you just enough locking nuts. So thank goodness I didn't drop them on the floor. Now, I think I just jinxed myself. So let's just see if I end up cursing. Bolts go through the top. Okay, let's do this again. Keep a tight hold on my nuts so I don't drop them. 1 nut secured. And second nut secured. I just realized I did the front 2 in orange and I did the back 1 in purple. Look at that. Purple. Purple. This is really going to be colorful. Okay, so we snug that up. And I think this one's going to say for best results, do not tighten fully as well. So we'll snug that up and we will back it off. Quarter turn. And we'll back this one off. Quarter turn. Make sure we have a little bit of wiggle. We do. Okay. Okay, those pieces done. Next. There I am. Hi. I need to take a drink of water. I'm running out of water. Okay, that's all good. Okay, so we're going to attach these. We have the Z rear, Z right. So let's put these in the order. We have Z rear. It sounds like I'm talking in a foreign language. We have Z rear, we have Z right, and we have Z left. This one and this one. I think that's this way and this way. There we go. Okay, so we're going to mount them onto the linear rails using M3x12s. Okay, I'm going to just put these M3x8s away that I have left over here. So let's go ahead and go back to this camera. Hi, guys. And go back to my view here. So I'm just going to put these M3x8s away. Done with them for now. Okay. Okay. So let's come over here to this linear rail here. So we are going to put, I want to make sure I got the right side and the right spot. We're going to up. Oh, I switched these around. So let's go ahead and get this other camera view over here. Sorry for all the mix-up cameras, but I want to give you guys the best view possible. There we are. And you don't need to focus on my shelves. You can focus right on there. So this guy is going to come on and go on like that. That looks correct with some M312s. Okay. We're going to need 4 on that, 4 on the other side, and a few on the other on the back. Okay. You know, it's always the... It was right in front of me. Okay. It was right in front of me. My hex driver for the M3s. It was right in front of me. I swear. Oh, right there. Found it. Okay. Let's get one started. Okay, let's make sure. I'm going to double check the instructions, make sure there's nothing I'm missing. I like to read a page or two ahead now because M312s doesn't say anything about over tightening, under tightening, just snug them up. M312s. And then in the back, we're putting M312s and the 4 in the back. Okay, so we're good. Okay. I just have a tendency to miss steps. You heard that about natural color. Okay. You mean the ABS thing I was talking about? Okay, so let's snug these down. I don't crank on these. There we go. Okay, and let's do this next one. Next rail. Give you a crow's eye view here, or an ant's eye view. There we go. Try not to get my hands in the way. Easier said than done sometimes. There we go. I like the orange. It's great. All these colors you're seeing, it's all ABS. And it's all high temperature. So the matte colors, the orange, the purple, orange, the green you're going to see, all prints at 255 degrees. So it's high temperature ABS. Did I say PLA? I meant ABS. All high temperature ABS. I would not print these parts out of PLA. I learned my lesson about printing a part out of PLA for the 2.4. I printed, and yes, this is going to be really dumb of me, but I'm willing to admit it. I printed the Nevermore filters thingamadoober out of PLA. Didn't take long to melt under 100-degree bed. So yeah, there we go. Don't do that. Okay, let's get to this guy here. Oh, did I say ABS? I don't know. I have a tendency to just yabber away and say the wrong thing sometimes. But yeah, don't ever print your Nevermore system out of PLA. Use ABS. Don't be a DeWitt. Those are M312s as well. There's another 8 laying around. You were in graphic arts and you know the graphic side of the argument. Oh, do you really? Oh. I'm graphic arts by trade. Well, printing industry by trade, which is kind of like graphic arts. Design, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Okay. This goes this way, and we're going to need some T-nuts on the side, I'll bet, for this other one. You know how much I like putting T-nuts in. Those seem really long. M3 by 12s for sure. Those seem awful long. Well, I'm gonna. They just seem. If you see how far out those are sticking, that just seems awful long to go into that. But hey, who am I to question what's right. Let's just see if these bottom out. They're bottoming out. That is not the right size. That can't be an M3 by 12. If you look at the instructions, it says right there, M3 by 12 socket head. That can't be. That's got to be an M3.8. What size were the other ones? They were M3 by, no. Oh, I'm on, duh. See? That's why I say read the instructions carefully. I was on the wrong picture. M3 by 8. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, it's okay, Steve. There's an error in me. I know enough to know that it looked wrong. And then I look over and I go, that's not the right piece, you dummy. Anyways, it's okay. It's all good. It's just me. It's me. It's me. Okay. It's all good. I usually figure stuff out eventually. I sometimes it just takes a few seconds for my light bulb to get to full power. I'm really not that dumb. I'm actually relatively intelligent. I don't know. I'm curious as to what's going on. Oh no, there's no. I'm curious what's screwing into those. Oh, that's going to be the chain, the cable, the chain cable thing or doomerhickey, chain doomerhickey thing or dauber. Okay, we got those on now. Of course, I screwed up again. Who wants to win a prize and tell me what I did wrong? Oh no, maybe that one's okay. Oh no, I didn't. I thought I forgot to put those nuts in, but I didn't. I did not forget to put those nuts in. Good. I thought I was losing my mind. Okay, so we got that one on with the M3 by 8. Now we got to turn it upside down, and we're going to put, now we're getting some serious crap going on here. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn it upside down. Okay. We need some motors. What time are we at? Only 7 o'clock. Holy cow. We need some motors. Love these motors. I'll tell you why I love these motors. Because they have basically, again, I learned this. I didn't know. These motors are, damn, I'm having a brain fart. They're coated. The lead screws are coated. They are Teflon coated lead screws that don't require lubrication. At least that's what I was told. They don't need lubrication. I have not lubricated my 0.1s. They are Teflon coated as well, and they are working fine. We're going for a couple more hours at least. Yes. 2 a.m. Wow. Well, stay up as long as you can, as long as you need to, as long as you want to. Okay, so I still haven't got those bolts in underneath these ones, but I don't know what they're for. We're going to find that out in a minute here. So, okay, so it looks like we need to flip upside down for the next assembly steps. Pay attention to the orientation of the cable exit. Okay. Apply lubrication. Apply thin layer of grease to the lead bolt to prevent rust and ensure a smooth operation. Refer to the sourcing guide. Well, I don't have to lubricate these lead rods, apparently. So these are Teflon coated lead rods. So we're good there. We're going to use some M3 by 12s. So let's get these guys in here and ready. And we are going to thread the lead rod through, and then the stepper motor is going to be held on by 4M 3x12s. Okay, so for the orientation, it looks like the plugs are going to face the front. So let's get my quad view going here. So it looks like we want the plugs facing the back of the printer. So we want to come through here. We're going to come down through here, like so. There we go, with the plug facing this way. And that looks about right for this corner. Yes. Okay, let's get some M3x12s. If you misalign these lead screws, they will chew through your POM nuts threads in just a couple of months. Well, let's not misalign these then. Let's not misalign these. That's why we didn't tighten these things down thoroughly, I'm sure. Because if they're tightened down and there's any sort of misalignment here, it's going to bind in here. So these things always should have a little bit of play in them, from what I've experienced from other printers as well. Okay, so we need to look underneath and get the motors fixed in place. We'll put them in and then we'll tighten them. I never tighten one corner at a time. I always put them all in, make sure they're all threaded in, and then we snug them down. And I go corner to corner and corner to corner. There goes, oh, number 2 on the floor. Number 2 on the floor. I swear you guys need to have a pool going before the streams or during the stream. Say, at what point in the stream is he going to drop something? Yeah, Leo, how do you know? Ouch. Okay, we snug you down. Another one bites the dust. That one I can find. If I drop it to my right, there's a carpet. There's like, it's almost like it's like one of those Costco throw carpets. It's almost like a shag carpet. You could lose your soul in there. I mean, and especially a black nut in the dark carpet. It's gone. Come on, I cannot find the hole. That's because I am not looking in the right spot. Okay, there's that one. We got that one on. Now, is there anything I need to do before I move on to the second one? No. Move on to the second one. Same thing. Plug facing the back of the printer. Oh, there we go. Just dropped my first tool. Thread that through. There we go. My bench has a bit of a $1 a screw for every screw I drop. That's true. I should do that. What I really need to do is for my streams, not just a screw, everything I drop off my bench, $1 goes towards a gift card. And at the end of the month, I do on my stream at the end of the month, I give away the gift card and the value of everything I've dropped. That will make me want to drop less. We have a dropper. Am I going to get the LTT screwdriver? What's the LTT screwdriver? I've not heard of that. You had to assemble it again when the bed dropped down. I've not heard of the LTT screwdriver. I'm a volunteer to test gravity every Sunday. And believe me, the gravity is still working. There we go. It's working in my neck of the woods anyways. Works all too well. Magnetic mat. Ooh, there's a good idea. What I just need is a big electromagnet on my ceiling, and if I drop something, then again, everything would fly up too, wouldn't it? So that's maybe not the brightest idea. Okay. And last one on this one. Snug it up. And we're going very smooth here. So far, these are turning nice and smooth. Okay, so that's those two. Now we come back, and the orientation on the back motor is so that the plug is facing the inside of the printer. Okay. So in the back here, we want the plug facing inside the printer towards the electronics bay, obviously. Well, duh. There we go. So far, so good. Isn't a big electromagnet near you kind of bad for humans because of the iron in your blood or something? I don't know. I don't know. Although I know it'd be bad for my phone, although the phones have magnets on them, but I'm pretty sure it'd be bad for so many things. I would not want to tempt fate. The RC guys have pit mats are magnetic. They deal with very, oh yeah, I'll bet. That's not a bad idea though, a magnetic mat. But oh there, I just about dropped another one. I saved it with my belly. See, it's good to have a fat belly sometimes. And save the screws that fall off and bounce off the belly. You prefer the plug on the side because when the wire takes less space that you can use for electronics. Interesting. I never thought of that. Well, we'll see what happens here. The LDO kit, this kit, I'm pretty sure it's the same. There's one thing that we don't use on the electronic panel that is in the standard instructions, and that is the 5-volt power supply. The Pi is powered off of the Octopus in this case. So we do save a little bit of space on the electronics panel with the LDO build. I learned that not the hard way, but let's just put it this way. On my 2.4 build, I have a spare 5-volt power supply laying around now I didn't need. But I can always use it for something down the road. I mean, you can always use a spare 5-volt power supply, right? There we go. So okay, these all seem to be running extremely smooth right now. So mind you, we're just at the top of the screw chain. So let's see what happens. Let's see the instructions. What's next? Okay, we didn't need to do any lubrication because these are all Teflon. Oh, we get to do the feet. Oh, the feet. Yes, exciting. Woo! I'm really thirsty. I should run up and get myself another drink of water, but I don't want to interrupt the stream. It's doing pretty good. You did buy a spare 5-volt power supply intentionally. Ah, okay. I have a spare 5-volt power supply. I have spare, you wouldn't believe the spare stuff I have down in this studio. I have tons and tons and tons of stuff. From my old Creality printer days, I have hot ends, I have motors. Anyways, I could open a little store here. I really could. So, okay. Let's get back to this camera. We're going to focus on the star of the show for a change. No, not you. Not you. Over here. Over here. Thank you. Guy thinks he's hot stuff now. Oh, here's a sneak peek of the stealth burner. It's going to be going on. So it's going to be that, and then imagine another couple colors on the stealth burner. You can build it. Yeah, I could probably build, if I have the rails, the extrusions, I could build a couple of printers from spares as well. So let's get these feet out. So we're doing the feet, and we're putting on the little highlighted feet type thingamadoobers. Spare motors are just unbuilt printers. I like that. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go down to this view here so we can see. So here's our feet. These guys are printed out of Sparta3D ABS Sparkle Red. So they are sparkly red. These were printed, came straight off of the 0.1. So these are extremely clean, no cleanup, nothing necessary. They came off the 0.1, and then we have, of course, our highlighted parts, which are, did I already pull them out? No, I didn't. So I'm going to find them. We have one, and all these are yellow ABS from Polymaker, and these were all printed on the 2.4. 3, and there's one more. One more. I know you're here. I saw you. I counted you. 1, 2, 3. Right here. 4. There we go. So we have all these parts here. Red and yellow. What do red and yellow make? Anybody in color? What's red and yellow make? It's real easy. Would the mini stealth burner work for the Sidewinder X1? I don't see why not. You've decided to build 2 more V2s out of your spares. Better used in spare printers. Yeah, I agree. When you buy a BOM of some printer separately from multiple vendors, most of the time you buy at least one extra of everything. Yeah, and especially if you're going to pay shipping. You know, that's the way I am if I buy filament from Prusa, for instance. Hang on, I digress. M3x6 I need. If you're going to buy filament from Prusa, I buy them once in a while. Orange. Good one, David. You got it. Yellow and red make orange. So if you squint your eyes when these two pieces go together, you should see orange. But anyways, I don't buy just one roll of filament from Prusa. You know, they're shipping from the Czech Republic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And they want a button head, right? Yeah, they did. So I buy from... And I buy more because you're going to pay shipping, and there's very little difference in shipping between 1 roll and, say, 4 rolls. But if you buy 1 roll, shipping is outrageous for 1 roll of filament. So, yeah, if you're going to buy something, buy multiples of something, especially if you're paying, you know, relatively high shipping rates. Okay, so these ones here are just threaded in. Okay, Hacks Potato, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on, and I appreciate the sub. And yeah, I'm going to keep it up. I got stuff prepared for the next several months to do, and yeah, I'm just hoping that people kind of like what I do, and people keep coming. But I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You have a great night. For the U.S., most efficient way to order Prusament is probably from Printed Solid. It is now, yes. I haven't bought a roll of Prusament in a while. But no, for me in Canada, Steve, it is easier for me to order directly from Prusa. It gets here in 2 or 3 days. I don't pay any over-border taxes like I do if I order from the States, because the courier companies just kill me. So I've ordered stuff from the States, and it takes a week or 2 sometimes to get here, depending on what it is. It's just sad when you think about it that I can order from the Czech Republic and get it here in a quicker time than I can get something from the south of the border. Can't you buy Prusament from David Prusa's printed solid? Yeah. Prusa solid. There we go. Yeah, I haven't compared prices. I haven't bought any Prusament since that merger with printed solid. So, because I still have lots of Prusament sitting around. So, but I'm kind of, I found some new filaments locally, and then with Polymaker. Polymaker gets here pretty quick, I must say. It's all a matter of who they ship with and how they ship it. I find DHL. DHL is the best company to ship anywhere from the world into Canada, with the best import fees, et cetera, and it gets here fast, and it's not expensive. Yeah, 2 rolls at a time minimum direct from Prusa. Even 4 rolls. You just got to look at your differences in shipping. Yeah, the fuel. You have to keep in mind fuel costs and everything. I'm just jumping ahead and doing all these at once, even though I Should be reading ahead in the manual, but I think this is correct. And then we put the rubber feet on, and then we put it on the bottom. And that way it saves the motors from hitting the workbench when I put the motors back on. Red and yellow. Love it. Our gas price has gone down here a little bit. We're $1.56 a liter right now. We're up to $1.95 a few months back. It's like a yo-yo, I swear. You just don't know from one day to the next. They have toll routes. Yeah. Anytime you're buying anything out of country, do your homework. Do your homework thoroughly, especially if it's, you know, a fair bit of money you're spending. And then there's Amazon, right? I buy a lot of stuff on Amazon. I like Amazon for a few reasons, and I dislike them for a few reasons. I like them because, A, anything you buy on Amazon right now, anything I buy on Amazon for the last month, I think it has, I have return eligibility through to January 31st or something. So if I like it, I've returned tons of stuff to Amazon because frankly, it's crap. I don't like it. Doesn't do what I want. And then there's what I don't like about Amazon is I've gotten used stuff when buying it as new. So you just got to be careful, and you got to, okay, that hole felt stripped, but I think we're going to be okay with that. Okay, so there's those 4 put on. Oh man, blister right there. I should have used my electric screwdriver. What was I thinking? Assemble 4 feet, repeat the instructions and assemble all 4 feet. We did that. Okay, so we need some T-nuts, M5 T-nuts, M3 T-nuts. Oh, so we're M5ing and M3ing. Okay, M5ing and M3ing. I wonder why that is. Anyways, who am I to question the Voron people? M5 T-nuts and M3 T-nuts are right here. Okay, so let's come back. Let's go back over to angle 3. There we go. So we're orienting this so that we have the 2 motors up front and then 1 in the back. And then on this one, so we're putting an M5. M5s are going on this side. M5s are going here. And then the front and the back rails get M3 T-nuts. Okay. Let's do it. So we have M5s on the sides, and the orientation of them is they have the hole towards like this. So we'll put an M5 in here. Yeah, these ones are not gonna cooperate and go in easy either. The overhead cam going to be a better view for this? Maybe it will be. Yeah, let's just do the overhead cam. M5 in here. If you ever wonder why I do a Lazy Susan, look at this. It's perfect. Real easy to build one of these things. So you buy a $12 Lazy Susan on Amazon, piece of plywood, and Bob's your uncle. Okay, then we got M3s. And we'll pop all these in once I get them all kind of settled in here. So we're going to need 4 of these. Oh, these are hammerheads. I don't want hammerheads. I want T-nuts. Where are the T-nuts? There we go. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the M3s, they look like they face outwards. Okay. So the holes are facing out, although it doesn't really matter. I think there's going to be room for everything. And the holes are facing towards that way, and that one, and that one. Now let's see if I can't pop these in easier. Okay, that one went in easy. That one went in easy. Let's do the M3s. The M3s seem to be popping in real easy. That one popped in simple. Oh man, that one fell in. Okay, M5s. Well, let's get a bigger, it's just something with a bigger tip on it. That's what she said. M5s. Not quite. I wonder if it is the fact that I just need a bigger, a fatter, a thicker. No, not really. It's not perfect. No, I still need a little bit of assistance to go in these M5s. There we go. NH3D Canada, $2. Thank you so much, and see you next time. There's a toonie. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, and we will see you next time for sure. I appreciate you watching, and I know what time it is there on in your time zone, so it's getting a little late for you. Yes. There we go. M5s are in. M3s, 2 more M5s put in. And let's make sure these guys are in good and good. Okay, that one's in. You see these bottoms of the rails. They seem to go in a whole lot easier. Okay. Now we have to, we're on the front. Okay, so we got all our T-nuts in. Now we get to put all these things in. Now these are going to obviously go in a certain order, and I wonder, these got little bumps on them. I guess they'll only go in one way. There's really only one way these can go. I need to get a little taller. Where's my stool? My stool's being used. Hang on. There we go. I got a little step stool here. I need to get up top. There we go. Okay. Let's just line all our T-nuts up properly here. There's that one. There's that one. And then we're going to need M3/8s and M5/10s. So there's our M3/8s. And then our M5/10s are right here. Okay. I just dropped another tool. Damn. We're going to have to start that dollar thing. I'd have been up to $4 already tonight. M3/8s, we're going to need 4 of those. M5/10s, we're going to need 4 of these. I've been up to $1 already. Okay. Oh, I'm going to need my Weras for this. These are angled at a funny angle. So you need that one, and I'm going to need the lime green for the M3s. Okay. Okay. I wonder why they went different sizes. Just curious. I'm sure there's a logical explanation. Okay, there's one corner. Well, let's get this corner. Okay. There we go. just dropped a tool. Dang, that would have been up to $5. We'd have been at a $5 gift card already, just on one stream. And we're not done yet. We still got another, hour to go. There's 2 feet. Oh, I know why they put the M5 and an M3, because that way you can't mix up which corner is which. Smarter than the average DWIT. Dropping tools. You know, Cheetah Kid, I said I'm going to start something where every time I drop a tool on a stream, I have to put $1 into a gift card pool. And at the end of the month, I give away a gift card valued at how many times I've dropped something, so that you guys can come on and cheer me up, cheer me to dropping something. Now, if I cut myself or injure myself on stream, which includes burning, cutting, bumping my head, etc., that will be a $5 entry into the pool. We're gonna maybe do that. We're gonna maybe have the drop and maybe we'll call it the drop and bump pool. We'll see. I think that's not a bad idea. But you have to be here. Well, hang on. No. Yeah, I gotta make it fair for everybody. I'm gonna be broke, Brett. Probably. Okay, we're on the last one, and then I think we put the rubber pieces on, or the rubber part on. Oops, one more screw here. Okay. Tighten this one up. And tighten the M5 up. I think we're good for that. Cool. Okay. Ta-da! And now we've got to go and find our rubber feet, and we need an M516 and an M5 nut. So let's go find our rubber feet. They're in a box here somewhere. Probably not motion. Cable kit, no. Belts, chains, and fans, maybe? Yes, right here. Belts, chains, and fans. Rubber feet. Am I the only one that keeps some of these bigger bags for later use? Probably not. Okay. Then I need M516s. They are going to be M516s right here. And I'm going to need some M5 bolts, which I think I had out here. I spilled my bolts. Oh, damn, I just spilled a whole bunch of bolts. None of them hit the floor though. So they don't count for $1. It's only $1 if they hit the floor, but we're not starting that. We'll start that maybe I'll start that next weekend. Or maybe I'll start tonight. We'll see. I'll tweet about it if I'm going to start it tonight. Dang. I don't want to lose all these if I don't pick them up now. There we go. Seal the bag. Okay, where's my M5 bolts or nuts? M5 nuts. Right here. Got them. Okay, Jose, go get some sleep, my man. Thank you for being here. We will see you next Sunday. For sure. Okay, 4 M5 nuts and 4 M5 bolts, or 4 M5 16 bolts. There we go, and we're going to put some feet on. Let's go to the overhead again. Let's get up on my stool again. And I need my M5 size wrench, hex key, bolt thinger-doomer. I'm going to go through the rubber foot, go into here, and I need to put my nut in the nut thing. There we go. One foot. What about sparks and smoke? Oh, just saw that, James. Sparks and smoke have got to come into this too. I'm going to say sparks and smoke. We'll have to think about that. We're going to start this next week. I think that's something fun to start. Sparks and smoke. So if an injury, like a burn or a cut or a bump head, is a $5 entry, sparks and smoke will be $5 as well. But then sparks and smoke can cost me money, you see. So but then again, I should not have sparks and smoke. I haven't had sparks and smoke for a long time. But yeah, that's true. We have to add sparks and smoke. You woke up not long ago and it's now 2:27 a.m. Are you crazy? What are you doing on my stream at 2:27 a.m. in the morning? I appreciate it. I like the fact you're here. And if you haven't hit the like button, anybody who hasn't hit the like button, oh, that didn't hit the floor. Woo, did you see that? That was almost a 3D effect. That nut just went flying. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you don't like what you're seeing, please hit the thumbs down button. Any interaction is good. If you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe to me. It's free. You don't have to watch me, but just subscribe to me. Please, I'm begging you. Okay, all 4 feet are on. 4 feet. Can I turn it over again? Mind the part orientation. Of course I minded the part orientation. I hope I minded the part orientation. Did I do this right? Yeah, we have that, and then on the front we have that and that. So these are the outside pieces. Yes, good. Now they tell me. It's funny, they tell you to screw the things on, then after the next page they say mind the part orientation. Okay, we got that screwed on. We did that. I lucked out in the part orientation then, I suppose. Okay, so I can turn this over now. If I go back to camera 3, I can turn this over, I suppose, and put it on its feet. It's a little heavier. There we go. It is on its feet. Look at how colorful that is. Come on, that is cool. I mean, it is colorful. I don't care what anybody says. Okay. You always first power up with the pi connected to be safe. Yeah. Thank you so much, Cheetah Kid. Sparks and smoke are expensive enough. If it's the pi, no kidding. Did you spot a mouse cursor left in the manual already? Is there a mouse cursor left in the manual? I haven't even noticed that. I haven't been looking for it. So we are on this. We finished that. Now we are on the X-axis. We get to maybe build an X-axis. What time are we at? 7:30. We can go for another half hour or so. Yeah, so let's work on, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So let's look. So Dunar's cursor. Cursors are Dunar. Oh, they're Easter eggs. Oh, I never know. I didn't know that. Is it in every manual? Mitchell H, have I seen you here before? Are you just speaking up? Welcome, anyways. Is it in every manual? I'm going to go through every manual and check now. Okay, X carriage. So we need to, some more heat insets going on. Okay, let's move this guy aside a little bit here. Let's grab my heat inset press. Let's go ahead and get the heat inset press going here. I think if I go to camera 3 angle, yeah, you guys, we got the heat inset press here. We'll plug you in, we'll get you heating up. Okay. Well, there's 2 more of those screws I dropped. Which ones were these? Which ones were you? Were you the M312s? You were. If it doesn't hit the floor, it doesn't count. There we go. Too many witnesses here. Okay, we need these parts. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get you guys down to my desk view here. So we need these parts here. Okay, and we need that little piece. Don't know if I need this. I'm doing a clicky, and I don't know if I need this, but I'm gonna do this anyways, even though I'm not sure if I need it with a clicky. I don't think I do, but maybe I do. I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna do it anyways. We need some heat insets. Okay, and we need our little generic cable change, the IGUS cable chains. Which cable chain did I have? Where is it? No, I printed it. Or did I do it in yellow? I think I did it in yellow. Let's see. This one right here. This looks like it's the IGUS cable chain with the 2 holes. So we need that one. That is the IGUS. I guess that's the one. See what I said there? I guess that's the one. Okay. And then we're going to need no heat insets going to these parts. And no heat insets going to there. I'm sure they would give me all the heat insets up front. Okay, so let's get some heat insets going. Okay, so let's pop these open. Actually, no, I'm not going to open that bag. I have a... where did I put it? I have a, where did I put it? I'm going to mess up my whole, it's under here. Bear with me. There it is. I have a pack of heat insets right here. Okay, so on these guys, it goes, looking at it this way. So we have a heat inset that goes here. And a heat inset that goes right here. Make sure they're oriented properly. There we go. Okay. One and done. 2 and done. Those guys are done. And these these ones are fun. Actually, I'm going to do the other one first. Let's see, where's it going, the other one? Because I have to raise my thing here. So these are going to, yeah. So we'll do this one first since it's a little bit higher orientation. Then you get to watch me again. It might have been a $5 night tonight if we had started this, because I have to put heat insets in that little piece, and the tip of the soldering nozzle is very close to the fingers when you do that other one. And there's that one done. Okay, here's the fun one. We have to lower. This. Now the kicker is I don't even think I need this part, but yeah. I'll be honest, if I well, it doesn't count this week, but again, I would be honest if I actually feel like burn. So let's get this one going. Okay. Now the problem with that is, well, it's not too hot actually. I thought that was going to be hot. As long as I don't touch the actual brass. And wow. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That hurt. Okay, that would have been a $5, because there's going to be a little blister right here. Okay, that's okay. We're good. Okay, David, thank you so much. I will let you know when I do the 3.1. Definitely. Won't be for a bit yet, until after this build at least. So, but I will let you know. Thanks for popping in, David. Okay, we'll put this aside now. Oh, okay. That was a legitimate owie. It's my own fault because I touched the I pinched this and touched the hot inset. So, but yeah, you never know. You never know when that's going to happen on my stream. Okay. Okay, that was fun. Our rat rig V-Core. So right now, what I have in the rat rig back here, right here, that's called a rat rig V-Core 3. They have an upgrade to a V-Core 3.1, which is upgrading a lot of the pulleys, the belts, the parts. There's a whole new set of printed parts, etc. So I've got the upgrade kit over there. I just have to actually print the parts and do the build. I'm going to print the parts on the 2.4 here in Polymaker PET G teal. And yeah, the rat rig just needs PET G parts, except for the hot end, of course. Okay, so now we're going to build. Looks like we're going to build some bearing stacks here. So I like building bearing stacks. So let's go ahead and I wonder if I can get a good view on the desktop camera if I go like this and like that. And this might be a good angle to build my bearing stacks at. Yeah, let's try that. So we need this part. These are really cool. Here's the green. Here's where the green comes into play here. So we got this part, this part. No, I think these are the parts. No, hang on. And then we have more orange. I believe we're looking at these parts. Yeah, this is the one here in the picture. So this is going this way. And let's just do this one at a time here. Okay, so we're going to use an M540. M540 as part of the stack. M540 goes in here. Then we turn it over. Okay, and then we need bearings. Bearings, just have 4 bearings, and then we have some shims. Let's grab the shims. There's our shims. So hopefully there's just enough bearings and just enough shims for this. So we're going to go shim, bearing, bearing, shim. So we need a couple shims out here, and we need a couple bearings. So, oh, look at that shim shaving. It's a shaving of a shim. shave the shim. So we have shim, bearing facing up. Come on, come on, come on. And a bearing facing down. And a shim. Okay, then we switch over. So that's that part there. Then we switch here, and now we have the big block. And we're going to use M5 nuts, 3 M5 nuts. And then we're going to be using M540s, and then we have to add an idler in there and put another M540 through the idler for this one. So does the idler have any shims? Doesn't look like we use shims on the idler. Okay, so then we basically go, which block are we using? This one here? Yes, so we're using this block here. And this is going to go through not that one, which, so hang on a second here. I got to check out the next picture. Doesn't really tell me which hole that's going in. I'm going to think it's going in this one, I think. Yeah, I'm sure that is right for sure. Yep, that's right. Okay. And then we're going to put 3 M5 nuts. So we have an M5 going in there. Going in, oh, look at that. That bounced in there nicely. M5 going in there. And an M5 going in there. Look at that. Just enough M5 nuts too. Whoa. Okay. Come on, fall into place. Get in there. There we go. Okay, we put the M5 nuts in there. We're paying attention to the orientation of the cable path, yes. So now we got to turn it over. M540s. So I'm going to put one in there. Okay, and then the other M540 is going to go in the third hole. Kind of obvious. Now, we will snug these, but I'm not going to tighten. We'll just snug, but not with that. Oh, we need a bigger. I need the, bear with me. I need the yellow guy. So we'll turn this over and we'll tighten these guys, or snug these guys up. I like the green and orange combination. It's kind of different. You're not grabbing the thread, are you? No, you're not. Why are you not grabbing the thread? There you are. Okay, and then this one. Just, oh, almost dropped the tool. Didn't quite. I'm just getting these snug. They're not tight. I'm just getting them snug just so that I don't lose the nuts, basically. I don't want them tight yet because I got to go on to the next stage, which is a GT2 20-tooth idler. Now I need to find that part. And I think that's in my motion kit. I think those idlers are in here. Yep. 2 GT 20-tooth idlers. Okay. I didn't expect to get this far tonight. Otherwise, I'd have had these going. You'd go bankrupt if you set this rule, Steve. I might just do this, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what 1 month costs me. It will force me to be careful. Guarantee that. Okay, so we need this idler. We need another M540. Okay, let's get back to this camera here. So we need this idler is going to go in here. And M540 is, so that's just going to, the bolt is used to position the idler and is bolted directly into plastic. The idler must spin freely. Okay, so we're bolting it into plastic, so we're not going to crank down tight. The idler has to spin freely. There we go. Okay, so let's get this in and we'll just okay, I think I don't want to over tighten. There we go. We're spinning freely here. And we're not like we're loose. So now I can snug these guys up. These things don't have to be super, super tight. Okay, so we have that spinning freely. We have our bearings are spinning freely on that. So I think we're good. I like the color combination. I really do. So that's one. Okay. Then we have the other ones, which is here and here. So let's go ahead and, so we have this guy here. We need another M540. Actually, we're going to probably need the rest of these M540s. So let's just dump them out. We're coming up through this one. Okay, and then we shim. Last two bearings. Bearing, shim, bearing, shim, bearing, shim, bearing, shim. Sorry, guys, I couldn't resist. Okay, so we got those guys fed on there. So again, same thing here. We got to put the nuts in here. Yeah. Come on, sit down there, nut. Okay, yeah, sure. The nut's crooked. There we go. Drop straight in there, you little. There we go. One nut. From one nut to another. Please cooperate. You know, I think there's a trick to doing this, and the trick is called just doing it. And there. Okay, we have those three, and now this guy goes in. So you're oriented this way, and then this gets oriented. So this is the first nut right here, right there. Okay, and then the other three M3s, the other two more M5x40s are going to go in here. You stay put. You go through here. And you go through here. Did I say something to you, Ricky B? What, because I was saying nut? Stacks again, yes. Bolt on nut, drop in, then unscrew. Bolt on nut. The bolts aren't long enough. They're only 40 millimeters. They won't go through long enough. I don't think I have any longer M5s in this build either, so otherwise that is the way to do it. But these bolts don't quite go through that far. Okay, B-roll, take care. Talk to you later. Okay, and then this one, I'm pretty sure we're going to put that other G220 idler there with another M5x40 threading into plastic. And here's the other idler, which goes in here. And the last of my M5x40s through that. There we go, and this is going to thread into the plastic. There we go. And not quite so tight. There we go. So this got to spin freely. Let's make sure our other ones are snugged. Good and good. So we got the bearings are moving great. This is moving great. Okay, now we want to check our work. So looking at it this way, we want to make sure that we have the tooth gear on the bottom and we have the bearing on the top and the bearings on the top. I didn't check my work on the last one. So on the last one that we did, we want this to look this way. And looking this way, we want the gear on the top and we want the bearing on the bottom. So this looks good. So these two pieces look like they are correctly oriented, etc., for the for when the belts go on. Okay. Next, we want the E extrusion. And we want the E extrusion. And we're going to put in some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are those for the linear rail? They are. So we're going to use something a little different for this. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use a different camera for this one. So we're going to go back to the main camera. I'm going to grab that last, well, not the last, because I already used one, but we're going to use, where did I put it? Right here. So we're going to use this instead of those T-nuts that they're asking for this rail. So on this, so let's switch back to my desktop view. Making that in my notebook. Tooth gear is upside. What? Jerry, you. Okay, Jerry, you made me look. I'll remember that. You bugger. You're sitting over there laughing. I know. Okay, so this is E because I marked it E. I marked all my rails. So we know that's E. Okay, so we're going to put this in place of the T-nuts, okay? And then we're going to come up here and they want M5 T-nuts on the ends, 2 on each end. These I like because these are easy to put on. Because I can slide these guys in from the end. He said with confidence. Like so. They're tight, but they're going on. There we go. And we'll slide these guys in from the end. My kind of get in there, you little tea bag. And then the other guy in from the end. Who remembers what show a character named Teabag was from? Okay. So we have those in, and then it looks like underneath, boom and boom, we need M5 T-nuts under here as well. On the bottom. And they go with the holes towards the outside. One on that end and one on this end. So we have our linear rail side. We have single T-nuts there, and then on top with the rail facing front, T-nut, T-nut. Okay. That makes sense because in here we have room for 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Okay. Prison break. God, look at you, RWD. Oh, that's funny. Good call. You're right. Prison break. I like Steve Buscemi. Okay, so now we're going to put the linear rail on. The MGN12. My MGN12 spacers are right here. I've got one precision spacer. It's got to go in a bag here. Okay, let's go ahead and come back to here. Let's grab that. The MGN12 rail. It's pretty beefy. I'm even going to put the LDO logo orientation upwise. And then we're going to use M3x8s, which are right here. Okay. Let's put this on. And they're showing using only 6. But I think I can probably, let's see what we can fit in here. I think 6 is plenty, but let's just see what we can fit. Boom, boom, boom. And catch that one. And catch the end one. That's super handy, that rails they give you in the LDO kits, because then you don't have to guess, or you don't have to take the time to slide those T-nuts in and, you know, guess where they're going and get them all lined up and yada, yada, yada. You know, on this one, they have, looks like they have extra screw holes in the middle, and I'm wondering if that's maybe to support the tool head. I don't know why they would have extras in the middle, but there's 3, there's 5, and this is going to be number 6. And then I suppose I could put the 2 in the middle, because there's kind of a loose gap. Yeah, I'll just finish it with the 2 in the middle. I'll just do what they have on the bar under there. It's not going to hurt. I think it's not going to hurt to have too many. That way we get the support in the middle instead of having 2 blanks. Okay. Now I need to know the distance on the ends. So let's see. We're not going to tighten them up yet. Okay, so we'll get these ready. So we'll get these guys ready on there. Get these guys ready on here. But we need to know distances from the end, and I think that's what we're going to find out when we put these guys on. So let's go to the next page and see. Yeah, I'm not popping these. I can pop these off now that we have these little things here. I'm not worried about this coming off the end yet. I've yet to lose my balls. I can't believe I just said that. Go ahead. Do what you got to do, guys. That's fine. So we want this one with the tooth gear on the bottom. This guy's going to go in here. Supposedly. Hold on a minute. Can that be right? Oh, I was on the wrong side. No wonder. Duh. That's going to go in as far as it'll go. Okay. I've got to line those nuts up. That one's lined. Top one's here now. Let's get the first one. That's good. And this one. That's good. And then we need some M5x10s right here. Turn it 90 degrees. Yeah, I saw that, RWD. I saw that. It's like, yeah. You can tell it's getting late, and I'm getting a little tired when I do dumb things like that. But yeah, okay, we'll get this one snugged on, not quite tight. We'll get this one snugged on. And then the bottom is going to be a shim. Oh, interesting. M5 shim and an M530. M530 is where? M330, M530 right here. Just enough, 2 pieces. Okay, and the bottom and a shim. That's interesting. Where did I put the shims? I had them right here. There we go. We happen to have 2 shims left. Just enough shims in this kit. Wow. Maybe they've stopped giving so many extras. Look, there's another shim shaving. Okay. M530 with an M5 shim. I wonder why they put a shim in there. I guess just as a washer, I guess. Whatever. Okay, now lightly tighten the bolts, okay, which I've done. Lightly tighten, because I know this is all going to be to do with de-racking the gantry later. And we'll lightly tighten that bolt. Okay, we are lightly tightened. Now, we're going to go on to the next one. Lightly tighten the bolts, leave loose. Yeah, so we're not going to over tighten. So we got the next one going on, but they don't say anything about get on there. There we go. They don't say anything about putting these top ones in. But I think it's pretty obvious that they've got to go in. Let's see. I'm going to skip ahead. Oh, no. The top ones don't go in yet because we have to put the cable chain thing, doomer thingy on it. Ah, okay. But I can at least put these things in position. Okay, there's that one. And there's that one. So now I haven't tightened the linear rail yet because I wanted to make sure that I didn't have it over too far one side or the other for this. So I think we're okay now to basically put the linear rail kind of in the middle and then start tightening the linear rail from the middle outwards. So let's start with the middle one. And we'll go out one. We'll go out another one. We'll go out to this one. And then we'll go out to this one. And we'll go out to this one. Under here. Okay, we'll go out to this one. This is the Crayola build, yes, if we call it that. Okay, then we can pop these guides off. And we should be nice and smooth here, which we are. So there's our X-Gantry. Look at that. There's our X-Gantry. Yay! So now, the fun part. Probably going to be easier to turn the printer upside down for this next step. So if we look at the, and we're perfect. I'm going to go to about 8:30. So here's the next step. So we've got, oh, no, we didn't put that shim, we didn't put that M530 in the bottom yet. Sorry. I've got to do that. I'm getting so excited that I was going to skip putting that in. So we put that under there. We have the M530 and we have the shim. Not a washer, but a shim. Shim is a lot more precise than a washer. I'm just surprised they're using a shim under there. And don't tighten, like loosely snug, but don't tighten. I don't know. Again, how do you determine don't tighten? Like, there we go. I'll just make sure that I don't, because I'm sure we're going to come through and tighten them after. Okay, so we have the X-Gantry built. So we got that in there. Leave loose, lightly tighten. Okay, missing some bolts. The other 2 bolts will be installed later. Yes, that's what I figured. So now we're going to go under and attach these to the linear rails on either side. And we M3 by 16s and M3 by 16s. Now, do I have those handy here? M5, M3 8s, M5 16s, and then we should have some M3 16s here. Where are we? M3 6, M5 16s. Okay, just got to find my M3 16s. Here we go. Okay. M3 6, M3 16s. Here we go. I wasn't prepared to go this far in the build, but we're doing good. Our time is really good right now. So let's do it. So let's go ahead and do camera view 5. No, camera view 3. Sorry, I got to get these numbers down. So I think it's going to be easier if I turn this upside down. It doesn't say to, but logic tells me that it's going to be much easier to mount it on these rails if I have it upside down. Now, as long as I make sure that I put the front to the front. so the front of the printer is going to have the front. This is going to be the front. So this is going to go on this way, just like so. Just like that. Okay. Linear rail faces the front because that's where the hot end and everything is going to mount towards the front. Okay, cool. M3 by 16s. Let's get these put on, and then I think it's the point where you, again, opinions. Like, would you de-rack? Would you do a de-racking prior to putting the belts on, or would you put the belts on and then de-rack? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Whoops. Didn't hit the floor. It doesn't count. Okay. Okay, we'll wait until we get the other one on before we tighten any of those. Yeah, because I can see already why they didn't tighten, because it's going to pull. I had to pull that. That's why we just snugged those other ones and didn't tighten them. Aha. You heard front multiple times. What did fell off? Nothing fell off. Ah. Okay, now we can snug these. Crisscross, crisscross. This one. And this one. Okay. This one. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have those on. Okay, let's see what the instructions say to do next. Oh, then we got to turn it over and put that back on. Okay. Fair enough. So let's turn it back over. Okay. Let's just see. Oh, that's nice and smooth anyways. Okay, but we got to put this on. So we need this. And those are M5 by 16s. M5 by 16s, 2 of them. Okay. And that faces sort of like this way. Not sort of, exactly this way. Okay, I'm liking the colors. I gotta admit, I'm liking the way the colors are starting to look. Okay, is that right? That faces out towards, yeah. And come on, there we go. There we go. I'm loving the colors. I really am. Crayola build. I like that. That might be called the Crayola. Yeah, it's looking good. Like look at all the colors there. Look from overhead. Can you see from overhead the different colors? Yeah. I mean, very, very cool. This is moving nice and smooth, which is a good sign. There's no binding in there at all. Okay, so far so good. Okay. Not even the front fell. Nothing fell off. Nothing is going to fall off of this guy. There we go. Okay, let's see. Here we are. I need some water. I'm getting much farther in the build than I thought I would tonight, folks. So that's good. Let's just see. We can go for another 15, 20 minutes. Let's see what's next in the build. Okay, squaring the gantry. Move the gantry all the way to the back until it hits the A and B on both sides. Fully tighten all the screws on the X-axis. Okay, cool. Let's look at the next step just to make sure. Oh, okay. So that's it. So that's what we got to do then. Now we got to tighten all those screws. Okay, so let's do the overhead cam for this. So we're going to bring this back. And we are going to ensure that both sides touch. Oh, I see. See, because that's not quite touching there. When it comes back, you can see that little bit of movement right there. So it wants us to bring it fully back and then tighten. That's going to spring back, I bet. I wonder. I'm going to loosen these off a bit more. They might have put them a little too tight. Is that the right one? No, this one. Yeah, this is the right one. I'm going to loosen these ones off a bit. Okay, we're going to leave those, take those nice and loose. We're going to loosen these guys off. And we're going to loosen the bottom ones off a little bit more. Come on, right here. And this one. Okay. You register to the front, do you, Steve? Interesting. Let's see, the front is this. There's a little bit of play there on the front. You can just see that little bit of play there. Let's see what the back looks like. A little bit of play on this side on the back. And on this side on the front. Not much, just a tad. But I suppose if I hold them in and then tighten, let's see. So basically, because it tells me to all the way back. Well, we'll go to the front. If you go to the front, Steve, you've got a little bit more, just a little bit more experience than me in these things. There we go. And there we go. So I turned it. So we're hitting the front on both sides now. So we're good right there. Hitting it exactly at the same time. Okay, I'll use the front. So let's tighten these up now. So, Steve, be honest with me. You won't hurt my feelings. Just be honest with me. What do you think of the color scheme so far? I kind of like it. You love it? Oh, great. I'm glad. Yeah. I like it because it's different. I don't think I've ever seen one out there like this. So what the heck? And this one here. And let's just see. Perfect. And we're actually perfect on the back now too. So actually I can pull it back this way a bit more. So we're good on the front. There's no play over there. No play on either side. And then we'll come to the back. We're perfect on the back. And that is super smooth. Oops, helps if I don't pull. Oops. What now? Why is there a little resistance there now? What's going on here? Hang on. Oh, I feel there's something happening right there. Something's going on. We're not moving smoothly coming forward. We've got something going on coming forward. Going back, it's perfect. Coming forward, huh. The bearings were greased pretty good. Okay. Rails may not be parallel. Going back, it's fine. I think I'm going to loosen them off and tighten them again. Just try one more. Maybe I'm. Yeah, let me just loosen them off once more. Let's just see what happens when they're loose. If I still get that same binding. Missing balls? I don't think so. Shouldn't be. When we cleaned them and packed them, they seem pretty good. I know when you tighten bolts down, things can sort of shift a little bit as the bolts tighten. Let's see what happens if I loosen those right off. And there's still some binding there. Still a little bit of binding happening. Now, could be the rails need to be loosened. And I maybe need to loosen the rails and recenter the rails as well. Okay, so I think that's what I'll do. These seem good. This seems nice and level with the front. So we're going to tighten these down. And what I may need to do is loosen the rails off and realign the rails. Yeah, this is where, yeah, absolutely, Steve. Yeah, I agree. This is where I want to make sure everything's working right before I go further in the build. Okay. Yep, for sure. Yeah, we'll keep the gantry square. I should have, the gantry was square. We'll just do this again. That's fine. Okay. Is the next step to square the rails? Oh, it might be. Okay, that's good. Let's just check the next step. No, next step is to run the belts. So I'm going to turn it over. Gantry's level. So let's turn it over. And let's look at the rails. There's just slight hesitation, right? A couple points there. So what I'm going to do, we're going to loosen off the rails. Okay, thanks, Project and Dad's Garage. Appreciate that. Thanks for popping by. Kevin Kidd. Is the next step square the rails? It's not, but yeah. So we're gonna loosen the rails off and see what's going on. It's definitely to do with the rails because I loosened the rail off and it very minimized. The binding is hardly there now. So let's loosen both sides off. Not a big deal. We can get this figured. We want this to run as smooth as possible. Okay. Yeah. That is super smooth now. But we just have to figure out now. Let me think. So let's try. Let's throw the... I wonder if I have another set of these. I want to throw these. These are the ones that are going to center the rails. If I throw that on that side... I don't know. Let's see. Let's go on the other side. See, that's good. I'm going to grab, let's just see. I think I have two more of those centering. Those rail guides. No, I don't. There's one. And I think that's the only one I got left. But see, that's better already. Okay, let me just... Let me just try something here. Tighten the center ones. There we go. Okay. So let's tighten to this end. Okay, let's bring this down here. Good. Tighten this guy. Get this one and this one. Okay, let's pop these off. This off. Oh, much better. Okay. Let's tighten this, the middles. I think we got that middle done. That one done. Come up here. Up here. Up here. Up here. Okay, good. Last one. Last one. Now let's have a look. Oh, day and night. Big difference. Big difference. No hesitation at all. You can see just finger. Look at that. Yeah, leftover from V2. I print extra of everything. But that made a big difference. So yeah, okay, good. Good thing to stop and check. So let's just make sure these are all where they should be. Okay. And we're still hitting the front. Gantry still level there. Gantry's a little off. I'm going to reset the gantry too. Gantry's off by about 0.5 millimeter. So we'll turn over and do that too. Okay. So we'll turn it back over. Okay. We should be nice and smooth now, which we are. But the gantry is off by a little bit. So we got to resquare the gantry now. Hopefully that's not going to screw up the rails. It shouldn't. Because the gantry is just independent between this and this, if that makes any sense. We went a little off square in the gantry, but you know what? As Mr. Steve said, this is worth taking all the time it needs to get this right. Because if you don't have a smooth motion system, you're going to have nothing but trouble with the prints. Set them with the belts? Oh, okay, too late. I read your comment a bit too late. But there we go. You can tweak it that much by just pushing the opposite direction. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm being too much of a perfectionist then. I get it. Okay. But I think I got her here. We'll see. As long as we're smooth now, I'm going to be happy. Man, I got farther tonight than I thought I was going to get. Okay. Oh, we got smoothness. This is like, look at that. Nothing there. Pinky push. Pinky push. And we're good. We're good. Look at those colors. I love that. Okay. Okay. I think, man, if I would have gone ahead and done the let's drop stuff on the floor and give $1 for every time, I would have been broke tonight. But we're at 8:30. Yeah, I think the next step is the belts. I'm just dumping all my heat insets out into my little heat inset drawer here. Sure. Yeah, I think the next step is the belts. And I don't know if I'm going to start the belts tonight because that's going to take a little while. And I've already run a little long on my stream tonight. I was only going to do 3 hours. There we go. Get them there and pull that out. I got tons of these heat insets now. So let's just double check. So we have squared the gantry. We fully tightened all the screws. We fixed our linear rail issue. Now we are on belts. Yeah. So then we got belts. And then once we get the belts on, we get to do a whole bunch of fun stuff. The belt path, the belts won't take long at all. And then we've got our, oh, then we get on, we're not going to be putting the probe on. Then we get onto the print bed. Okay, yeah. So next week we're going to get a whole bunch done. Don't think the only thing that I've got to do during the week this week for homework is to ensure that all my parts are printed. Like I started printing the stealth burner. We're going to be blue and red. We're using the Dragon high flow hot end. So we're going to have a blue and red, and I haven't decided on the third and fourth color for the stealth burner. Maybe we'll probably throw some yellow in here. Throw some yellow and possibly some green or orange. Let's see, blue, red. If we add some orange in here, If we add orange in there and yellow, there's one of my yellow pieces. And if we throw some yellow in there, I think that'd be a really funky looking hot end to go with the Crayola look. So yeah, probably do that. I just got to print a few more parts for the hot end, and that'll be good. Remember, while belting, ABS is not an idler. No. You caught the tail. You did, Crapstar. It's making some good progress here. If you haven't seen it, we can give you a quick look here. The colors are starting to look great. There's what we got done on it so far. I'm loving the different colors. Somebody suggested to call it a Crayola, which is pretty cool. And then here's the overhead look of the colors. It's coming along good. We got our Y-Gantry, our X-Gantry on, and it's working really well. So I'm really pleased with how things are going so far. Yellow and green seem good. Yes, I think I'll do yellow and green. I don't know, yellow, green, yellow, orange. It's okay. It's a mixture of fun, in my opinion. So there we go. So that's it. I'm going to get some more parts printed. We will continue this next Sunday. It's going to be done in a lot less streams than my 2.4 took. I think just because I've got a little more confidence in what I'm doing. Yeah, and getting the bed on is going to be interesting. All of our lead screws are on here, and we got some good stuff accomplished tonight. We got a lot done tonight. Sorry. So thank you everybody who's here and everybody who is stuck through with me. Thank you for all the super chats, I appreciate all the super chats. That means a ton to me. That helps me keep going. And thank you for all the new subscriptions. You guys are awesome. My goal for 2023 is to be 2,500 subs. So I'm well on my way there. So that's what I'm hoping to achieve for 2023. That's my personal goal. So hopefully we'll get there if I keep creating some decent content, keep doing some cool live streams. And thank you everybody who's been here tonight. And I want to thank everybody for the super chats, the suggestions, the tips, and for, hey, maybe next week we'll start the drop pool. Who knows? We'll see. So everybody have a wonderful night, and we'll talk to you later. Take care, everybody. Bye for now. Stay safe. Have a great week and stay healthy. Bye-bye.
Super chat.